So I recently went to a spin class with my mom, aka we just rode on a stationary bike for about an hour. After that was done, I couldn't feel my legs or move them without being in complete total pain. So, while my legs felt like they had bowling balls attached to them, I did the most sensible thing, which of course was to rewatch my favorite soccer anime.
Inazuma 11!
This is Inazuma 11. It's soccer turned up to 100 billion. It's super crazy, super ridiculous, but in my opinion, that's what makes it so great. Let me start by showing you the real mark of the anime, the special moves. Just like in a regular game of soccer, they play soccer by passing the ball between teammates and shooting it into the goal to score points. But unlike real life, they have special moves that they have trained and learned to use in a game of soccer. This is God Hand.
He knows that I'll stop him. And after I do that, I'll be clearing the ball to him.
It's the legendary God Hand.
You just saw someone summon a big glowing yellow hand to stop a ball from going into the soccer goal. If you thought that was crazy, that was just for catching the ball. Look at the shots they're doing that makes them have to catch the ball like that. Keep in mind, that's one of like the first shots that you see in the show. This is some of the stronger ones later on.
Where'd he get that power from?
So some of you are probably thinking, okay, so they just summoned penguins, and then another one summoned a dragon, and then the giant glowing hand, right? But no. It gets more insane. They can defy physics. It doesn't make any sense. Look at this.
Heaven's kind!
He disappeared.
When did you?
Yes, you really did just see a character slow time down, walk past everyone else on the other team, and then he moved so fast he created a tornado where he previously was that it blew away the people he just walked past. And it gets, that's not even the most insane stuff. Like, that's just only, I'm pretty sure that's just only the first season. That's just the first season of the show. There's 3 seasons and then more after that. So this is just barely scratching the surface of it. There's a lot more crazy stuff that happens, and I am 100% all for it. Okay, now for the characters. They're so unique and interesting and memorable that pretty much for all the characters, I remember at least one of their special moves, or like a personality trait of them, or just something about them that helped contribute to the team in some way, which helps because like it makes the characters feel like they're real characters. They're not like copy paste just random soccer player number 10 that always passes the ball to main character 42 or something like that, you know? So I wrote the names down, so I'm gonna read them all, and then I'm gonna go off of memory something they did or how I remember them by. Mark, God Hand, main character, and goalkeeper. Bobby, Dark Tornado. Kevin, Dragon Crash. Jack, The Wall. Nathan Swift, Speed/Track Star. Okay. Okay, now these people, I did forget their names, but I remember what they look like, and this is how I remember them, like what they did and what they look like. I just forgot their name. It's been a long time, okay? Jim Rafe, the hidden / occasionally forgotten one that lives in the shadows. He's always like in the background. Todd Ironside. He looks like a monkey. Steve Grimm, the normal one that has no specific advantage but no specific disadvantages. His whole thing was that he was like the most normal one out of the group. That was his whole like shtick, you know? Like an all-rounder. Like there was nothing he was super good at, but nothing super bad. Tim Saunders, tiny, and he knows Kung Fu. Sam Kincaid has an afro. Maxwell Carson has a beanie. Axel Blaze, fire tornado, and a caring good brother. William Glass, the wimpy one that would always like run away, and then later on he gets a little bit better. If you watched One Piece, he's kind of like the Usopp in the beginning, and then he turns into like a regular team member that can actually play and isn't always hiding and trying to run away. Jude Sharp, he's pretty much the best strategist they have, like the brains of the team after they get him, and he always like analyzes the enemy team and comes up with like the best counterattack or the best counter move to either get past their defenses or score the goal. Eric Eagle. This one I really did forget him. But so yeah. He helps with the Phoenix and leaves the team to fight against them so he can get better. The music for the show and the video games is really good. I'm not a musicologist, nor am I a jazz musician, so I can't really say much, but I will say that hearing the songs in the video games and the TV show anime, it sounds really great, and it makes you really, it adds to the scene. Makes you really get pumped up and excited and really hype for the special moves and the intense matches. I'm gonna put a link in the description to a YouTube channel called Night Artemis that I found. They were super awesome and they uploaded all the songs for the entire first 3 seasons of the show, and so you can listen to the whole soundtrack. It's really great. If you have time, I highly recommend you listen to it. I actually got into Inazuma 11 in 2014 when it came out for the US for the first time. I found it on the 3DS eShop, and the first 3 episodes were on there too. So I watched the first 3 episodes, I saw gameplay of the video game, and I instantly knew that I really wanted the game. So I asked for it for my birthday present that year, and my parents got it for me, and that's how I got into Inazuma 11. Ever since then, I've really loved it. I've played it like maybe 4 times, like front to back. I was already a fan of playing real-life soccer, so finding an anime that had soccer as the main focus, but with over-the-top special moves that everyone could do in the middle of games, and it was like normal, and you would just do another special move back, you know, to catch the ball and stuff. I thought that was freaking awesome. And so ever since then, I have not like been disappointed to ever learn anything about Inazuma 11 or even find it. And to this day, it is still my favorite soccer anime. I'm actually planning on playing Inazuma 11 2, the second game, the European version, because it never got an official US release. That's why the accents are gonna be, European. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna record it, and then if I ever do another video, I'll probably use it as background footage maybe. Yeah. But if you want to watch any actual real football content, you should definitely check out my friend JD Sports Zone, because he's got all that locked down. As you can see, he really needs the views. He's at 3.43k subscribers, so he's really struggling here on YouTube. So if you guys could help, that'd be awesome. He really needs the views, you know? So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope I was able to introduce you to the wacky, wondrous world of Inazuma 11. I hope you enjoyed, and the moral of the story is, if you go to spin class, make sure you're hydrated.